Okay, so I'm leaving out of Burger King right now. These are some of the signs that you'll see, like trabaja ya, más cerca de ti, which is work now more close. Salida, empuje is exit, and I think empuje is like push. Gracias y vuelva pronto. I don't know what vuelva is. Busca tu corona es Lucia. Busca is search. Like if you want to look for something, you go in the store, you say yo buscando something. So busca is like buscando. Junta al artista, together, a artist named, I don't know, try my best. Esta pieza única. Única is unique. Para is for. Celebrar is celebration. El nuevo año, the new year. Boca la tuya, search together. Abajo, down. Search down. Escanea must mean like whatever the word for this is. I think it's escanea. Abajo para más información. I'll be trying my best. Okay, but this video is actually about something else. So I'm going to walk around just to kind of show what's going on. December 23rd, 2022, Puerto Rico, Capetillo, Rio Piedra. So I'm going to follow the music. So there's a place up here to the right near the Paseo, and it's called, well, I also want to show this bike right here. This bike right here, it says Banco Popular on it, and I think they collabed with them. This is the name of the scooters, Scootel, and they're like right there. But Banco Popular is like a bank or whatever, and I think they like collabed because the first day I seen a bunch of these bikes right here, it was like a man in a suit, and he was like shaking hands with people, and one of the Scootel workers, it looks like they gave him a bike because he was all appreciative, and he was like shaking the person's hand. Desayuno is breakfast. Pare is stop. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna follow the music or whatever. Near the Paseo is a bar slash club dance area people be at called El Boricua. And so that's where I'm gonna go. Here's some beautiful graffiti, some of my favorite. Eso no se hace. I don't know what that means. Rest in peace, Samo. If you know who's that, that's Jean-Michel Basquiat. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest artists of all times. And he is a Capricorn sun, Pisces moon. If you didn't know, that's like one of the most creative alignments to ever have. Capricorn sun, Pisces moon. But he cussed. His either his Pisces or his Capricorn cusps or whatever. But yeah, that's one of like my favorite artists ever. And sometimes I be thinking and wondering like, did he actually come to Puerto Rico before and like paint certain stuff? Because I be seeing his name in certain places, but then I'm like, is that just like a contribution, like a honorary type of thing for him? You know what I'm saying? This is Tambue, and I'm not too sure about it, but I know I seen some people dancing up there one time, and they was like playing the music real loud, and I just like fell in love. So I was like, oh my goodness, like, this is a bar right here. I think it's very new, because when I walked past here before, all of this wasn't going on. During the day, there would be like a thing right here for like food, like empanaderia and stuff like that. Some people call empanaderia pastelito. This is El Spot. I did some like talking videos right here before. This is a cool area. I really like this area. I think this is cool for like to do videos, or just I think it's just a cool area. to be at, and there don't really be that many people like there. So let's say if you wanted to come early in the morning, I'm really talking to myself right now, if you want to come early in the morning and do a video right there, that would be a good location to do that, just because I like how the vibe is set up. And it's a Friday night right now, so it sounds like there's a lot going on. This is a bookstore. It's closed right now. Bookstore or book library. Well, library is biblioteca. I don't know what's bookstore, but the word store by itself is tienda, or sometimes like the corner store is like colmado. Yeah. This is a bike shop. This is some more beautiful graffiti. Like, I really fuck with graffiti, and I'm not just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, graffiti is beautiful because of the way it looks and the designs, and it's very similar to how I do my own art. But also too, like, just the courage, and the not giving a fuck that it takes to even, create graffiti in the first place. So the place called El Boricua I was talking about is straight ahead or whatever, and it's usually like a lot of people outside. I never actually went inside before, but on the outside there would be people like lined up and stuff, and I see people dance and stuff. It's so wild because I'll see people here dancing real good, like dancing their heart out. Some people, not everybody. And then during the day it would be that same person with their like work uniform on. It's like a completely different person the next day. So yeah, it smells like some people smoking some good ass weed, you know what I'm saying? But before, when I seen people dancing, it was just like one person, and it's usually just one or two people dancing, and then everybody else is usually just like watching from what I seen. But yeah, when the hurricane was happening, this was one of the places where I charged my phone and stuff. But yeah, this girl looks like my friend Nina. But yeah, so this is, some music, a little show going on. Get it? I love seeing people dance. Okay, so now I'm gonna do like one more view in this area, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out this area, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go another direction because, it'd be cool. I'm gonna wait till it's less noise so y'all can hear me better. But yeah, so that place is called El Boricua, and the music be cool. I'm not really into it as far as like staying and dancing and stuff like that, but it is cool to see some people dance and jig and rock to it and stuff. But yeah, it seems like every time I've seen like the songs and stuff like that, it's like it'll be like the same. It sound like the same song every time every time it seemed like the same song and just continues and continues and continues, and I don't really like hear a change, you know what I'm saying? It's like the same kind of repetitive type of thing. So for me personally, you know what I'm saying, it's cool to be able to see and experience and see what it is, you know. Okay, so, and this is another club slash bar area that is not too far from the first one, right? So this one is where like younger people kind of come. This one is called El Ensayo, and some people will come here to perform. It sounds like somebody's performing right now, like the drums. So yeah, in this place, some people they play like video games and stuff like that as well. But yeah, you can see somebody performing right now on a guitar. You can get drinks. I have actually been in here before, but I would usually just come and like draw. Like I would like the inspiration and how it looks and feels. And I would just sit at a table and like draw. But this is what it looks like right now. And so right here, this is a TV that they would usually play video games and stuff like that on. But yeah, a lot of people just sit outside, mostly in like their respective groups or whatever. They usually sit out here, and usually at like a later time, like 9 p.m. Is around the time I feel like people usually come and show up. Sometimes they play movies out there as well. But yeah, so that's one, and it's right not too far from El Boricua. So, you know, this is a hockey table. Looks very cool. But yeah, I know it's like pretty dark from when I was at that angle, but this is what it looks like from this angle. And right here will be the area people will come outside and chill, and then inside will be over there. I've seen people perform saxophone. I've seen people, play the drums, play guitar. I've seen people sing karaoke there. What else? Yeah, I heard they have an open mic and poetry night. I haven't seen that, but I've heard people talk about that. I've also heard that they do drag queen king nights where people come and perform in like a different personality than they usually have, I guess. I'm not too familiar with drag life, but I know it's something like that where they dress up as like an alter ego or something like that. So yeah, when I was playing like my trombone more often, I would play at night sometimes, and I would use the echo from this area right here. It's just an abandoned building, and it's called El Buen Sabor. Sabor is like flavor, and buen is like good, so it's like the good flavor. Salon de entretenimiento, I think. But yeah, this has a really good echo. Cuckoo! You can't really tell right now, but it's a pretty good echo. So here's some words. Peso máximo 4-5 tones. Pare. Peso, I thought was money. I don't remember seeing it on a sign. I'm not sure. But it's like, oh, I know what it means. So maximum. So the maximum amount of... Okay, so this sign is for trucks, basically. If you was driving a truck and you seen this sign, you would know not to have whatever the amount of 44 tons is. You can't have over that or something like that. I could be wrong as hell about that, but yeah. So, like I said, this is another area that I will come, and I will use this area right here, which is called El Buen Sabor, but it's an abandoned building, as I said. And right now is a Friday, Venus Day. And Venus, as I stated before, is about love, appreciation, and value. It's also about well, I'm not gonna say it's about, but one thing I'm gonna make sure I pay attention to is protecting myself and being very aware of my surroundings and any type of weird energy or individual that try to run up on me, from me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying three different words at once, but I know what I'm saying inside. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, where your attention goes is where your energy flows, so we're not gonna focus too much on anything that does not matter, you know. But yeah, this is a real good video. I've been really enjoying this, and just walking around just so y'all could see, from my perspective, a person that um lives out here. I'm not a person, you know what I'm saying? I'm not from this planet. I'm not a human being. I don't resonate with earth, you feel me, at all, but I enjoy the different experiences that I can have while I am here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not from this planet. Fuck this whole ship going down like the Titanic. I'm not from this planet. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about. But for real. So yeah, this is just like at night. I'm gonna see if it's stuff going on at the Paseo. I did hear that it was closing, so I'm not sure if anything's going on, but I am gonna walk around to see what's going on there. I know I did a video the other day where I walked in this area before, but I'm gonna take a right here. I actually uploaded a video today where I started right here, but I went left instead of right, so this time I'm gonna go right. So right here you can see the infamous store La Nueva Era, and it's basically like a Puerto Rico chain to me, because I seen La Nueva Era in Santurce as well, and it kind of reminds me of, not Rainbow in a sense where it's like women's clothes that are cheap, but just the fact that it is like a store that is like a chain, because I've seen it in several different places, and people do paseo. People do come out here and chill, um, you know, and do whatever they do and minding their business. You know what I'm saying? But I know when I was working, and sometimes if I got off work and it was dark, my quote unquote boss at the time, but he's not my boss, you feel me? Because ain't nobody running me, you know what I'm saying? But but yeah. Oh yeah, so the place I showed the other day, this is what it looks like at night. So they got lights set up right here. And it's good because not every area for like Section 8 apartments has lights set up and like structure and shit like that. Not every like apartment or whatever is like that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's pitch black when you're going up to go home or whatever. But anyway, when I was working, so here go another Samo right here. It's kind of dark, but like when I was working over here, like I worked at Meme Bordados. Bordados is embroidery. When I worked there, the quote unquote manager I had at the time, he would tell me to like be careful sometimes when I would leave out if it was dark. And it's just like, little did he know, like I'd be walking around all the time at night, you know what I'm saying, and just doing my travels. But yeah, this was one of the best jobs I've ever had in my whole entire life. I loved it so much, and I would work on embroidery and clothes and stuff. So when I was working there, this building was just being opened. I remember I asked them what it would be for, and they said they didn't know. They actually said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to see that it's lights on and it's people in there. I'm not sure what they're doing, but yes, Paseo is beautiful. I love the graffiti, you know what I'm saying? The graffiti everywhere is very beautiful. This is a sign, and actually one of the artist that did this sign was actually working with the manager I had at Meme Bordado, and he had made some shirts or whatever, and people would see this sign and they would go into the bordado shop and they would be like, can we get this on a shirt? Like, can we get this or whatever? But it's like what's that word? It's like patent, kind of like he couldn't just really make the shirt because it was the person who created this. it was his design, so he couldn't really like sell his individual design, but yeah, this is a amazing Mexican restaurant. I've been here plenty of times. The service is really good. The people are really nice. Sometimes people perform right here, guitar and saxophone, and people would sing real good. This is the first time I've seen this right here with the stars on it. But yeah, this is called El Churro Bar. The food is excellent. I've had the black bean like soup bowl. They got a Christmas tree back here. I'm just now seeing. Well, I haven't really been wandering and walking around this area at night lately. But yeah, this is El Churro Bar. Even though it's not a lot going on right now, sometimes it is a lot of people in there and it's drinks and stuff, but the food is really, really good. The people are really nice. This waiter right here is really nice and she's very cool. And even though she didn't speak English, she was working with me and she was very nice. And I was able to use the Spanish I did know to communicate with her. She's very nice. So if you go there, make sure y'all tip her really good. When I got paid, I only been there a few times, but when I did get paid, I would tip her really good because she was just really nice and I liked her vibe. So yeah, this is called El Churro Bar. So if you come to Paseo, if you come to Rio Piedra, make sure you go here. The drinks are good, the food is good, the waitress, the service is really good, the people are really, really nice. But yeah, so this was the area I would frequent often. Like this was like for a couple months, this was like the area I will always be in because I worked at Mean Bordados, and there was like a vegan place right here. I got some drinks from there and some good ass waffles from there too. And there's another shop right there that opened. I'm not sure what they do or what it's for. And I haven't, spoke to them that long or whatever. It was just very like, high and by. There's also another place right around here called Necromancy, you feel me? I've been in there like 2 times. One time I was in there, it was because it was the day of my manager's birthday, his flight day, and it was like a surprise they had set up for him where they had got him a coconut cake, and we just went in there and we was waiting for him, we surprised him and stuff. But I haven't gone in there other than that, but I'm not sure what they sell or anything like that, but the name of the store is called Necromancy, you feel me? So necromancy, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna speak much on the store itself, but I am very familiar with what necromancy means, you know what I'm saying? And I'm more interested in being in the present and creating my current events and focusing on the transitions that are going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm going to say about that. But also in the area I just passed in the Paseo is that's also an area, a place where a lot of people would come and, well, they would set up an art day or whatever. So they would have a bunch of artists come out and they would set up their table with their individual art. Some people sold jewelry. Some people made cake and bakery and like muffins and stuff like that. Some people sold skateboards that they created. Like I said, jewelry. It's basically just like a vendor setup. I call it like a pop-up shop. It's called something else in Spanish. I forgot the name of. But I'm walking through here because on the other side of this is a exercise thing where you can exercise outside with some equipment. That's right there. And also right here. And this is like a seesaw. But on the other side of this was like a skate park that I seen people go to and chill at. Like the people who skateboard. From Rio Piedra, they probably have skated at this one or they consistently do. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm not sure what it looks like right now. But this is like an area that people will come and they will frequent. Not this area, but okay, yeah, over there. But yeah, this is like the exercise equipment. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to use none of that shit. I tried one day, but I didn't really try that much to really, you know what I'm saying, do it or whatever. Here's some like elementary playground stuff. But yeah, this is like the skate park. I've seen people come, they would like skate all around this area, and this is like the ramp that they would use, and it would like chill in this corner right here. It would just like, jump up and skate. And there was like another ramp that used to be like over here. It looks like someone created separate from this. This looks like it's a part of the thing, like the person who created this space created the skateboard thing. But there was another thing that was somewhere over here where it looks like an individual handmade did it. But yeah, and I'm gonna show y'all the ice cream spot. It closed at like 10 or 11, and their ice cream is really, 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 really fucking good. It's like sherbet, but like in Spanish, it's another word I forgot. But the name of it, the store is like helado, and I think that might be what sherbet means in Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. Dentista, so dentist and dentista are very close. And as far as the word right here, okay, so this word is obstetricia, I think. But I was just showing that because I think that in English that means like obstetrician or something. And I just wanted to say, sometimes with words in English, like nutrition, for instance, you know how it's like N-U-T, well, I'm gonna fuck up the spelling for nutrition probably, but how it's like Nutrition. In like Spanish, that that third or fourth, or I meant that second or third T, like the T that's towards the end, like the last T in words like nutrition, obstetrician and stuff. In Spanish, the spelling of that would be like a C instead of a T. Or sometimes if there's like one T if there's two T's in the word in English, that word written in Spanish is just one T. So that's one thing I've learned, because my spelling for shit be all fucked up, especially because I don't have like the Spanish keyboard thing on my phone to just like automatically correct me. I did before, but I don't anymore. This is the police station. So before I like from TV and stuff like that, when I would see that word right, I would just pronounce it like regular, like policia, right? But it's really policia. Like there's an emphasis in like the middle of it or whatever. Bienvenido, Urbanacion Garcia Ubari. If I'm not, mistaken, I'll be trying my best with like getting the smooth transition, like with how to say words and just get more familiar with it. So this place is usually always packed. The line is always usually long, especially if they're about to close. But helado naturale, and I think that is basically like the equivalent to like sherbet. Helado naturale, if I'm not mistaken. So these are some flavors. Helado naturale de fruta. What did I say? Vegetale. Abierto is open. So these are some flavors: coco, piña, mango, chocolate, vainilla, cookies and cream, or cookie and cream, almendra, limón, parcha, fresa, guanábana, guayaba, melocotón, guineo, papaya, maní, maíz, tamarindo, bizcocho, patata, calabaza, jengibre, rum, racine. Okay, so coco is coconut, piña is pineapple, mango is mango, chocolate is chocolate, vainilla is vanilla, cookies and cream is probably cookies and cream, almendra, I'm not sure, limon is lemon, parcha is passion fruit, fresa is strawberry, guanábana is soursop, guayaba is guava, melocotón, I'm not sure, maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. Guineo is banana, papaya is papaya, maní, I'm not sure, maíz is corn, tamarindo is like a sour kind of fruit. I forgot what. Well, I don't know if that's in English, but tamarin, it's like sour kind of. It's really, really good though. Bizcocho means cake. Batata, I don't know. Calabaza. It's that thing that looks like a pumpkin, but it's not a pumpkin. But people be eating it in the United States. It might be called the same thing, calabaza. Jengibre is ginger. Rum raisin, probably. But yeah, helado, heladeria, which is like whenever it has deria at the end, it's like kind of like a re. So like bakery would be panaderia, even though bread is like pana, So it would be like heladeria, and like for instance, like the word muebleria, or I'm probably saying that wrong, but muebleria, basically the word for furniture in Spanish. The end part, which would make it furniture store, would be the eria muebleria. But this is heladeria. These are the hours. Horario, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. But yeah, it's not as crowded right now because it's not about to close or whatever. But usually when it's about to close, it's very, very like crowded, where the line will be all the way towards the end. But the people in there are really, really nice. I really like the space. The food, the sherbet itself is really good. So these individual signs right there is basically just what each one looks like. And the carton in there is like like the big old sherbet bowls. It looks like they get the buckets from somewhere or fill up the buckets with the fruit and stuff like that. But so this is a college colegio, but I think it's like a regular like school, not necessarily like a college or university type of thing. But so when my phone be off sometimes and Burger King closed, if my like if my phone is off, or if my bill, like something going on with my bill or something like that, I'll just come to this building. I haven't come in a while, so I don't know if I'm still connected to Wi-Fi. But yeah, I would come to this building, and I called it like the Logitech building, because the drawing I had drew on my Instagram that says "see from a mile away," this is where I had painted it at. Right here, I was right here using the Wi-Fi. I call it Logitech Wi-Fi. But this is Casa de Cultura, and you can go in there, and they have like a calendar of different events. One of the first times I came, I seen a bunch of people meditating in like a circle and talking about some stuff. But yeah, so this is like a church or whatever. It was one of these days. I can't remember exactly when, but one of these days I'm gonna come this way so I could see if it's something going on. Well, I think I already passed the Paseo, but I didn't show the Paseo Bar. But I didn't show y'all. But that's a big ass cat. But yeah, at this church it would be like some type of performance. I seen. Here go my whip. What you talking about? But it was like a big old like performance type of thing, where it's like, in the Bible and in plays and shit like that, it would be like them showing a depiction of Jesus being on the cross, and a bunch of people being around. They would dress up in whatever outfits they felt like the people was wearing in the Bible, the quote unquote people in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? It was like a big old performance of people was walking around with like candles and shit one day, and it was like a big old thing going on right there. But I think that's also a church that people can go to get like food and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Here's some scooters right here, but this is the train station, Tren Urbano, Estación Rio Piedra. And yeah, it's pretty typical, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show what it looks like a little bit. This is like the Singer store right here. If you're familiar with the thread machine, the sewing machine, Singer, that's like the sign for it. I never actually been in that building to know if it's still open and stuff. But yeah, but this is just what the train station Tren Urbano looks like. It's right across from Mani Cafe, this big old church, and this is one of the entrances. It's right at Ponce de Leon and Arzuaga. But yeah, so when you come through, you just come through, you know what I'm saying? This is what you would see. These are like the machines boleto, tickets, so they're probably off right now, but yeah, this is what it looks like typically. And you will go through there, and on the other side of that is where the train is. And just like train station anywhere, this right here will show you when the next train, el próximo tren, the next train hacia Bayamon. The next train is basically Bayamon or whatever. Okay, so for these are actually on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see. Let me just show y'all. So when I would come, comenzar, I'm not sure what that means, but I would usually just go to like English or whatever. But I'm gonna see what it's talking about when I go through Spanish. So seleccione, comenzar, ¿qué idioma? Español. Por favor, seleccione el tipo de tarjeta. Tarjeta is like card. So this is like the fast 1 3 day, which is like I think the whole day you could use it. Tarjeta más opciones. I think if you put the amount that you want. Recarga su tarjeta is like recharge your card. Obtener una tarjeta nueva is like if you want to get a new card, obtain a new card. Cambiar de tarjeta is like change the card. So maybe this is like recharge your card. So this is change the card. I'm not sure. Maybe it's expired or something. Oh yeah. So you insert the card. Maybe if you wanted to put another amount, maybe you can either insert the card and put a certain amount, or you can change something like that. I'm trying my best. You know what I'm saying? Cancelar. I'm not sure what retornar means, but yeah, cancel. Vendido aquí. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, moneda. Maybe that means like change. Teléfono, billete, tarjeta, débito o crédito, cambio y recibo, change and receive. So that's like receipt. This is some información importante. Tarifa y pase de uso ilimitado. So regular person trying to buy one way is probably tarifa regular 150, estudiante is 75 cents. Persons over the age of 60 and 74 years, persona de 60, I don't know words, the numbers like that, like big numbers. Beneficiario de Medicare, maybe if you are on disability, is also 75 cents. Person with, actually that's disability. So if you have Medicare benefits, you can ride for 75 cents. And then if you are a person with disability or an impedimento, 75 cents. Persons over the age of 75, I think. Persona mayores de 75. Libre is de cost. Okay, I think free. Libre is free. So if you over the age of 75, it's free. If you are under the age of 6, niño de 6 años o menos, is free also. 1 day, ilimitado, pase de uso ilimitado. 1 día is $5, one-way pass. 7 days is $15. 30 days is $50. 90 days is $90. Un día, 7 días, 30 días, and I don't know how to say 90. Transacciones en efectivo, cambio máximo, devuelto. Yeah, I don't feel like reading all that, but yeah. I just wanted to show, you know what I'm saying, like what the train station looks like in Puerto Rico, basically. Oriental is like a bank that people be having. It's not that popular as far as me actually seeing the physical bank itself, but I'll be seeing the ATM or whatever. This is a hotel. I don't know much about it because I haven't really used the hotel out here, so I'm not sure. But so I'm gonna come through this way towards the Paseo Bar to see if there's anything going on. I do hear a lot of music, but that might be the music all the way from El Boricua. I'm not sure. Because El Boricua is by like Burger King or whatever. But El Boricua is by Burger King, but Paseo is closer here. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, okay. So this is something. This is my first time seeing this. I don't know what this bar is called, but this says some. I don't know. But yeah, maybe they're like new. I'm not sure. But it seems like people going in there. People going in there. The lights is purple. Yeah, I'm not sure what they call it, but so if I was to go to Paseo, I would go this way. Jose de Diego, calle is street, Ponce de Leon. So this street is Ponce de Leon. This street is right here, Jose de Diego or Paseo de Diego. And this is what the art is looking like. At night. And I'm probably gonna end the video right at the robot up there. And I'm gonna say some stuff I've been thinking about when it comes to that robot. So this is what Paseo de Diego, where the big art transformation, big focus is at. So right here, there would usually be a big old table, people dancing and stuff. Well, not necessarily right here, but right behind the robot. Coming from Paseo Bar, that's the first place I ever performed my trombone or whatever. So I had met somebody that day who played the drums, and the person from Paseo Bar, he just let us come out there, and I guess there's something going on back there though. But yeah, okay. So this is the robot I be passing. I seen it transform from nothing right here. Then I seen it was like some wood they was doing, and I wasn't sure what it was for or what they were doing. But inside of here is a bunch of houses, right? And one of the houses says like public school. It says like, okay, so this is like the chest heart area space. This is like the stomach space. And there's like a bunch of houses in there. And some of the houses say public school or whatever. And you see where it's at, like in the middle. It's in the gut part, in the middle, you know what I'm saying? So, just sharing that information. But also on the back of it is like a bunch of plants or whatever. But I was just thinking about when I see this, I feel like it's kind of like a physical representation of, how something could be right in front of your face, but you kind of miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of sometimes miss the gems or the common sense in certain situations because you might be too lost or too familiar with other things that you find more comfort in or whatever. But when just ask yourself, like, are you a sheep mind? Are you a robot mind? Are you a clone mind? Do you just believe what you believe because it's what somebody else believed? Do you just fall into certain traditions because that's what your family did and that's what you're used to? Are you able to come to a point where you can create your own traditions and you can create your own way of thinking? Like, do you create your own vibe, or do you follow someone else's vibe? Do you just follow the pack and do what other people do, or are you able to create your own way of thinking? So I feel like this is like a don't be a robot sheep mind. I'm sure this person has their own meaning and reasoning behind this, and I'm not here to say why this person built this, but I am going to talk about the common sense, because we know that orange is at the feet. Orange is correlated with yellow, when yellow is coordinated to happiness, right? So when you're happy and you're fulfilled, you're able to move, just like when the sunrise comes up, it's yellow and then it becomes orange. It becomes orange because it's moving. Once you're happy and fulfilled, you might move. You just like how you might dance when you're happy. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start to move. But this is orange at the feet, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's about like being able to be fulfilled enough to be, have the balance between being fixated, you know what I'm saying? Like being fixated in what it is that you feel like is important, like not letting anyone shape your mind to believe in certain things, but you are able to come up with your own way of thinking, and you're not being easily movable or easily shakeable, you know what I'm saying? Not in terms of being a reprobate mind where you're not open minded and you feel like you know the reason and the meaning and the judgment behind what other people got going on, but you able to have that balance between being fixed, being mutable, and being cardinal, you know what I'm saying? So when you are fixed, that means you're planted in one you're planted in one particular like thought form, thought or idea. When you're immutable, you're flexible, you're able to move through different thoughts and ideas and feelings and stuff like that. And when you're cardinal, that's what you initiate and what you start. So I feel like because this kind of represents all of those things, because it seems like it's stuck in one place. But as it was being created, I seen a machine or something moving its head. So maybe there is a particular day where you can press a button and move something and it moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? But it got the world in its hands, you know what I'm saying? That represents something. But it's like if this is like, if this represents like how the shadow government got you in their hand and they use your mind because you don't know how to use your mind, you know what I'm saying? And they, in your hand, you know what I'm saying? And the blood is on the world, you know what I'm saying? The blood is there. You feel me? So it's like, are you allowing somebody else to create your, like I said before, way of thinking, you know what I'm saying, to control you where you in the palm of their hand and they able to move you around like a puppet, you know what I'm saying? Or are you able to create your own circumstances, situation, because there's a lot of ways this can be taken, and I'm gonna take a, separate video to really like, talk about it and just, come here at different times to just talk about different epiphanies and things I come across in my mind that represent, but this is, I feel like regardless of what the purpose of the person who created this was, I feel like there's always your own meaning and reasoning that you can come up with whatever you're seeing. Just like the buildings that's behind it. Somebody had to create these buildings too. Before it was even paint on them, before they even had businesses, before those businesses shut down and new ones came along. Like this whole paseo is set up in a certain way. Like somebody was telling me every paseo has a church in it. You know what I'm saying? That's for a reason. That represents something. In Puerto Rico, there's a lot of times there's this sign, right? There's this sign that says Cristo viene, right? Which is like Christ is coming soon or some shit like that. And it's up like it's at a bus stop. Like people are really waiting for Christ to come, you know what I'm saying? So regardless of what this represents, you feel me? It's important that you know and you are aware of your space. Know if you're a robot mind, if you're a sheep mind, if you're a clone mind. Know if you're just a regular human, or if you somebody creating a circumstance. Do you got the whole world in your hands, or do the world got you in their hands? You know what I'm saying? And on the back of it is like a jetpack bag. You know what I'm saying? And we know that your back is like your spine. Without your spine, you feel me? You can't really stand and walk sufficiently, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain level of strength, and you got to know how to be strong in order to get up and walk forward, you know what I'm saying? Like, does this represent like you being stuck in one place, you being stuck in one pattern, you being stuck in one tradition, you know what I'm saying, where you're not able to be open-minded and see past the physical, you know what I'm saying? Because we've talked about this plenty of times. Whatever is in the external world, it comes from an internal space. A person had to internally come up with a thought, an idea before they even put the structure together and the reason and what they wanted it to be. They probably drew a picture once they realized what it is they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Then they added whatever color however they did it, you know what I'm saying? But it came from their idea, their thought first, just like how we created this world. It came from our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions first. But yeah, it's also something going on back here. I'm not sure what. But it says Paseo 13. This place was open during the hurricane where you could come and charge your phone, and they got like Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing back there. But it looks like someone is there talking about something. I'm not sure. They probably got PowerPoint slides or something. No, but yeah. Paseo 13. And they also had in there, people was able to charge their phone, get Wi-Fi, and it was like a bunch of signs that was kind of leading up to that. Like there would be a sign at the plaza that said go to Paseo 13 and you can charge your phone, and stuff like that. They was also giving out fruit. I had a good ass plum, but the outside of it didn't look like the typical plum that I was used to. It wasn't, because it wasn't like purple, it was like some other color, but it was so fucking good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me see which way I want to go now. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. This is some beautiful art right here. This is what the paseo looks like at night. This is a fairly new painting. It's very beautiful. Puerto Vidal. This is also new right here. This one, I seen the person painting this. I didn't know at first what it would be, but yeah, real big Cancer, crab, ocean, beach energy going on. And Puerto Vidal is also another name of a store that I seen in Santurce. But yes, this is the Paseo Bar. This is the infamous Paseo Bar. Usually any day of the week, every day of the week, it would be like, this would be open. They got like video games and stuff inside, and then outside they would have a bunch of chairs right here, and they would have the lights up. People would be performing, people would be singing, people would be dancing, and it would be really loud. And sometimes I would come out with my it was only one specific day with my trombone that I actually played, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But yeah, it was just a really good vibe. And I'm not sure if they're actually closed right now, because I heard that they closed. But yeah, it was a really beautiful spot. And okay, I know which way I'm gonna go now. But yeah, this is what Paseo looks like at night. You know what I'm saying? Paseo de Diego. Yeah, that's it. Paseo. Find their Instagram. Maybe they got updates about what's going on. I'm not sure. But yeah, I love this whole setup.